y'all, it's Rob going out to the garden. Welcome to, as Brad calls it, the Martian landscape. Not quite Martian, but pretty dry still. We actually got a couple little 1/10 and 2/10 inch rainfalls, not enough to help much of anything. But what we're going to do, we're going to go out here and just look at things real quick. Everybody's doing garden updates and I want to do it too. Hopefully the wind won't get crazy with us. Just a second ago we had a pretty good little series of gusts. But here we are. You can actually see a little bit of green in it this time. It's kind of a pleasant change. Let me see if I can shield the microphone. Maybe that'll help, maybe it won't. There's the progress I've made on the gazebo. I'm glad I built that. On those days when it's over 100 degrees, it is nice to be able to get up in the shade for a few minutes, kind of cool back off again. It's not done yet, but it's making progress. At least there's shade. So, quick look. We've got pinto beans. We got a little tomato in that can, and a little tomato in that can, and a little bit bigger tomato in that can, and a little bit bigger tomato in that can. Yay. There's a cantaloupe in there along with the pinto beans. Those are, what are those called? I can't remember now. Candy roaster. That's the variety of squash that is. Never grown it before. We got okra that we put out here. My dad came out the other day. So we got little okra plants that were started now. So we're getting that. And these top crop green beans just don't like it out here. I have planted a couple of times and they come up and some of them do okay and most of them just don't do so great. I don't know why. But that's the way it goes. That's why if you've got those survival seed bank kits or one of those kind of things, it's good to grow it a couple of times before you have to depend on it, because not all seeds are good everywhere. Some seeds like some parts of the country and some seeds don't. Squash. These squash look kind of wilty. I don't know why. That ground is pretty good and wet under there, I think. Let's look. Yeah, see that ground is wet there, so that's not terrible. If I can find my hand. There's my hand. I got the shadow over it. But that ground is a little bit wet under there, so it's not bad. We got little squashes. Look at that. Ha! I get to eat fried squash pretty quick. The good thing about squash like that is it's not very big right now, but it won't be but 3 or 4 days, and that dude will probably be ready to pick along with a couple of other ones, and they are more loaded up even than I realized. Hooray for that. So we got yellow crookneck squash. We got pumpkins, which are starting to put on blooms. That's kind of a cool thing. Sarah's pumpkins are still doing better than mine, but mine are catching up. We got Blue Lake green beans, which are doing slightly better. They tend to like it here a little bit more. We got airplanes. And we got little watermelons. Well, we have watermelon plants. Don't actually have watermelons yet. But they're coming along nicely. A couple of them are coming along real nice. These are the red watermelons in this row. Of course, these bigger plants are the first planting I put out. And the smaller ones are the ones I just planted a few days ago. We have another little squash coming up here. I don't know what variety this is. I put out two. I put out Honey Boat and something else. I can't remember. Delicata, maybe. I don't remember which one is which. I'll know after and if they grow. Here's the Blue Lake green beans again, the bush style beans, as opposed to bushes beans. These are the yellow watermelons here, the yellow meat watermelons in this row, and I replanted a couple of seeds there. So they're coming up okay. These are a different variety of green bean. I can't remember what the variety was now though. Maybe I'll find the package later and figure it out. We shall see. See, they look like they're struggling a little bit. Everything's wetter than it looks up underneath where I've been watering. Now, these are the yellow beans, yellow wax beans, pencil pods, whatever they're called. So they're starting to come on. Thank you, Steve. Sent me some fresh seeds on those. And so they're doing better. And then this is that other little variety of squash right here, the one that I couldn't remember if it's the honey boat or the delicata. I got several of those coming. I got a good hatch coming up of these. Now I'm wishing I'd remembered which one was which. I think I'll remember because I looked up in the world of cucurbits, which are squashes and pumpkins to a degree. there's different kinds. There's 4 different varieties. Peppo, Maxima, oh, good grief, I can't remember the other ones right now. I'd have to look at it and see. But what the idea is not to plant the same genus too close together because they're more likely to cross-pollinate. And even still in this little garden, it's so close it'll cross-pollinate anyway. But I figure if I can keep them separated, what I'm saying is this variety won't be the same as the zucchinis, which is what this is. This is my zooks right here, and it's getting ready to put on some blooms. So we're not far from having some zucchinis either. Now here's the other little bitty okra plants. There's not much to show. That one looks a little bit better. That's a bigger one. That'll grow up pretty fast. And hopefully, if we got the right seeds, this is one of my great-grandparents' varieties that's pushing 100 years old in the variety of seed that we've been saving. We thought we'd lost them all, but my dad found a package, hooray, so maybe we can recover them now. Now the tomatoes are doing pretty good. I don't know if you remember last time, back in May I put out a video. It's been about a month ago, I think it was the 16th I put it out. And most of these were tiny. And this is one I said was struggling and it didn't make it. This is one that, and this one right here, these two guys here, aren't doing much. But they have taken off and are getting pretty happy with everything. And this one right here is one, if you remember, you probably don't because I had forgotten, that was looked like a dead tomato stem in there with one little bitty leaf coming out the side of it. But since then, it took off, and I think it's going to make a pretty good tomato plant now. We'll see. Peppers are looking all right. Still no what variety any of them are. But here is the main thing. What the old saying, we want to keep the main thing, is the cantaloupes. For all of y'all that don't know, Mr. Bug Out Brad, Hidden Harvest Brad, and I have sort of a little friendly cantaloupe challenge going. He's got his growing inside. I got mine growing outside. I got mine in the ground before him, so he's a little bit behind me. But I got blooms, and if we can get in here close, I got little baby cantaloupes. That makes me happy, boy. Probably of everything growing out here, I'm most excited about some fresh cantaloupe. I like cantaloupe a lot. And you see, I don't have all that many of them right now. It doesn't look like much. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I got 18 cantaloupe vines. That doesn't seem like a whole lot when you look at it spread out like that, but if they all make and put on 2 or 3 or 5 cantaloupes each, we'll be covered up, and I am completely okay with that. So anyway, it's about 96 degrees out here, good and warm. As hot as it is, I think the plants will love it when it's hot like that, even if they look a little bit wilty sometime. I really think that makes them grow good, as long as I keep enough water in the ground. And as long as we don't get hailed out or tore up like poor Wes did. I feel bad. Wes's garden just got devastated by that big storm they had here a while back, and that is a reality. I've had my garden hailed out more than once. If you're lucky, you get your garden hailed out, and then later on it will come back again. Sometimes it doesn't, though, but it always sets it back a little bit, and you have to play catch up. Now, I have seen gardens get hailed out and come back stronger. Something about it, the plants, it's the nature of plants, I guess. They get beat up and they bounce back even tougher than they were. Anyway, though, there we are, West Texas summertime, and a little bit of progress in the garden. So, thanks, everybody.